It's all kind of easy. It's made from a sedimentary rock called limestone, which most caves in the world are. Limestone comes from seafloor sediment. A lot of marine fossils in the rocks. So this area of Missouri used to be kind of flat. And different levels of inland seas above us. That was a lot of it. Then uplifting happened. Shifting of the rock layers. Got a big dome type of plateau. The scientists call it the Ozark Plateau. Some of the seawater, lots of fresh water, carved out the valleys and tributaries that we have. Some of that seawater helped start the process of forming some of the caves. So lots of fresh water over a period of time helped form the caves and the formations that we see. And water is a powerful force, but it needs help to eat away at the rock. And that help is carbon dioxide. If you want to see gas we breathe out, decaying organic matter, like dead leaves and things on the ground, that produces carbon dioxide. And actually, living trees redistribute about 25% of their roots. So it's in the air, on the ground, in the ground. The water picks that up, becomes a carbonic acid. Very weak acid, kind of sort of like you use in soda pop to make it taste. So as that acidic water soaks in the soil and cracks, it chemically breaks down the rock and hauls it away. Eventually, you get cave passages or rooms of all shapes and sizes. So this cavern had different levels of water and sediment over its lifetime. Water moved through here, sometimes good, sometimes not so good. You see we got some pretty good sculpting in the rock. The water was moving through here. Uplifting I mentioned, the cracks have developed. The water finds a path of least resistance. Gravity, it does this thing, and the water goes lower and lower. Eventually this passage became air-filled as we see it today. In the same process that made the cave, made all the neat formations we see. That acidic water flowing through the soil and the cracks comes in contact with the cave atmosphere. And the carbon dioxide that's in the water releases. And scientists call that T-acid. The dissolved mineral that's in the water makes it kind of hard for the water to hold that mineral in solution. So as it flows or drips, we get formations of all shapes, colors, and forms. And all that. I got quizzes.
The water that's dripping down, that doesn't have natural water, right? It's not acid filled.
From the rain we had.
Oh yeah, we did have a lot of rain last night.
We're going to slowly start melting.
Okay. You know, like I'm right.
Those that hang away above us, those are called stalactites. They like to hang on tight to the ceiling. We're up on the floor, there next to the handrail. That's on the wall area right here. Those are called stalagmites. That might reach up that center. Take the might go together, they form a column. Then small one up here, larger one there. Next stop, I'm going to show you the largest column in the case. These up above us on the wall area, what are called drapes, curtains, or cave papery.
Pretty.
The main mineral in the cave is calcite. That's a calcium carbonate. Like I said, limestone, seafloor sediment, marine fossils. Well, most seashells in the world are made from calcite. So it's in the rock, it gets dissolved, transformed into the cave. The more pure the calcite, the lighter or whiter it is. So the dark stripes there have clay sediment in them. Lots of iron oxide and clay around here. Gives it a layered effect, looking like
It does look
the
like
Powell family named that the flag. This huge formation behind me is called a canopy. It's a combination of draperies and flowstone. Sheets of water will flow, deposits the middle kind of flat. Once it gets over a 45-degree angle, the water spreads apart and starts to form draperies. If you look, you can see that sheets of water flowing over to the very conscious how this whole thing formed. They have a very dominant crack that comes the whole length of the cavern. No worries, don't reach the surface like that. We got a bunch of cracks. But every cave in the world has a dominant crack, which is called the lifeline of the cave. Our lifeline is what the cave formed on. Got another crack around this way. The area near the water mineral comes in. I guess it's a crack along the wall there. It's actually a bedding plane. That area, have fun. That area that's bedding plane. Underneath that, I guess you say a bigger crack, big enough for a person to fit into. It goes back a little bit. I guess you say some holes in the wall up in there where a good amount of water and mineral comes flowing in from above to form that beach formation.
So what if the crack above you reach to the skies?
Still wouldn't be pretty, so it won't happen today.
How long do you think it took? Give me such a, I wanna know.
No, my boss has, it's how I know it's good enough for the person.
So,
Question, how long, and maybe I missed it, how long did it take for this cave to form, like where it is?
I guess it depends on what you believe.
Well, what's your
Well,
idea?
If you're an evolutionist, the cave is 3 million years old. If you're a creationist, 3,000.
it's a big difference.
Definitely.
We won't let us get wetter as we get lower, and this is really good rain, but really good. Sometimes so much, we gotta find out pockets and people. All right, everybody turn around, look to your left. There is the largest column in the cave.
Oh, wow.
6 and 5 feet tall. It's called Powell Monument in honor of the Powell family. When they first came in to explore the cave, if you look up, came in right about there, they used the windlass. They're all different shapes and sizes. Got a pulley in the middle of them. Put at least a 100-foot rope through the pulley. Tied a nice sturdy oak branch on one end for a seat, and 4 or 5 gentlemen on the other end to lower a person down. They have some big friends. Really, Powell got this area right here. He asked them to stop so he can survey his surroundings. Really, he has a pretty good imagination. Also, at the time, he was founder and editor of a newspaper over here in Galena, which is a few miles up the road. You saw this formation here? You thought it looked like the flowing robe of an angel. You see a wing there? There's a wing there. He noticed the head was bowed. He wanted to know why. Now, probably took him a few trips, but he finally did see it. Way up at the top of the cave, there's a formation. It looks like a cross. So the angel is bowing in honor of the cross. When people were asking him what it was like down here, he said it was like a subterranean fairyland. His son Waldo, he liked that. That's where the name Fairy Cave came from. In 1969, Silver Dollar City Properties purchased the cave and the surrounding acreage from the Powell family. They named it Talking Rocks Cavern, after something that Waldo had said. Said the rocks spoke to him visually. Then show people like the Silver Dollar City want to step further. Right around all these fancy lights, colored lights, strobe lights, black lights. Made these speakers to look like rocks. Had this booming voice coming out of them saying, "In the beginning, God created." So this was created, how these were created. It scared little kids, even some adults, that put a stop to it. Like I mentioned before we came in, you used to have wooden walkways down here. Well, high humidity and the dampness of the cave make the wood rot really fast. So in 1928, they made these nice steel reinforced concrete walkways we're using today. So what we're standing on is 98 years old. And don't need to worry. Concrete in this environment hardens 4 times harder than it does on the surface. As it is so constant in temperature, water and cement, they kind of like each other. It takes longer to cure than it cures water. The entrance where we came in at is way up there. They lowered down buckets of dried cement mixture. Below us is a cave pool. At the time, it was about 3 feet of water in the pool. We used some of that water to mix the cement and poured it in the forms that they had built to make these nice walkways. They started from the bottom and worked their way up. Easier that way. We're in a little formation I'd like to point out is here. Technical name is called the tubular stalactite. Now the name is called the silver straw. It's hollow. Water runs down the center of it. The water drops itself in there. The mineral ring will form. The water will drip away and that'll get longer and longer. So there's a form of a stalactite. If I was to plug up, all the water will run to the outside of it and start to cone out. The stalactites we have hanging from the ceiling up there. All stalactites start out as silver straws. This huge formation behind us, like I said, is called a canopy. The Powell family named it the Cathedral. Also mentioned a good amount of water mineral comes flowing in from above to form this huge formation. Also mentioned water ran horizontally through the cavern. We have a cave drain on that end of the cave. There's a cave drain right down here. Over time, the water flowed down this cavern filled partway with red clay. This formed over a rock ledge that sticks out up there, and on top of the clay. Then the water sped up, washed the clay away, and nature, in its uniqueness, where the water flowed from above, made these drapes to spread apart. If there wasn't any clay or sediment inside there, it washed away and made this neat little room you get to walk into, take a look at, and walk through. Now, this formation is made out of pure calcite, which is actually kind of soft for a mid-moor. On the Mohs scale of hardness, calcite is a 3 and diamond is a 10. So even though it's pretty soft, it still weighs a lot. This formation weighs many tons. It is 90 feet tall and at least 50 feet in circumference. It's still growing. Wow. We can touch waste time going into the formation to keep our balance. But once we get inside, please do not touch anything because it is still growing. On the way out of the formation, got some dark areas on the wall you can touch to keep you balance on to make sure the ground is an equal. It's also the dry spot in the cave. We're on the back side of the canopy. We're making. Steps behind you were built so people could go up and get a nice elevated view of the back side of the canopy. I mentioned a little bit ago, 1928, the National Walkways. Late 1927, they had a small generator to help them do that. Only a few 40-watt balls fit around, so that's what these rankings are at. They haven't put in the walkways, they came to us. So the back of the canopy was not lit up very well. There's gaps in the drapes there. Waldo took 2x4s with candles on them. Stuck them through the gaps, lit the back canopy more, and people would go up on these steps and go, wow. See, it's pretty well lit today, but we don't get to go up on the steps and go, because in the early 1970s, Silver Dollar City did some surveying. You notice the crack way up there was very strong, very prominent. It went all the way back to that wall back there. There's a clay wall behind that ladder. You notice that the lifeline of decay went very strong into that clay wall. To give you an idea, there might be something over there. So they drilled 3 holes. One of those holes they drilled in here on purpose. Up above where my light is, to make sure there might be a fracture in this cavern. That hole brings in rainwater, mineral water debris. Some of the clay washes down, and gets it all wet and clay up there. Unsafe for us to go up and make a view of the backside.
What's the bucket for?
Yeah, I know. Can't bring Silver Dollar City. They didn't know they were going to drill through a layer of shale. Shale is compressed clay. Water can run for miles on shale till it finds a break. That was one of the breaks.
What's the bucket for?
The what was?
The bucket.
That's for word to the point we got a whole clay out in 5 gallon buckets.
Oh.
You want to help me?
No, I'm good. I'm good.
Okay.
I didn't bring no soap and water. You got
Two other holes that direction. I don't know how far apart they are. I can tell you 2 explanations. I'm leaning towards the first one I'm going to tell you. The way the crack is very strong in that wall, I know clay. Like I said, it's a good indication something's there. Well, Silver Dollar City drilled their second hole. They drilled into a void, which is a cave passage. Well, the third hole, they did not drill into a void because they're not big enough to mess with. We're not going to be out there dig up that clay to see what's over there. The other explanation is they never drilled into any kind of void. That's why they never mess with the clay. The company I work for, we leased the cave and the property from Silver Dollar City. We're leaning towards the first explanation. So far, we have dug back 11 feet into the clay. And we're hoping someday it will be in some sort of a cave passage. Hopefully it's got size to it, some deformation like we have in here. Like I said, we're to the point we got a whole clay out of here, 5 gallon buckets. Not looking forward to that. We want to see what's over there, but all the clay out of here. Also mentioned water used to come through that hole April 6th of 2022. We had some pretty good showers going on. Some pretty good water coming through the hole. The first tour of the day happened to be back here. And the guy just started talking about why we got water coming through the hole, and it stopped. So a piece of shale, some other debris, something like that. And I just get a few drips. Everybody else wants to do more diggers. Don't get all the way along for that. Got 400 acres on the property. Out of that 400 acres we know of, and high candy in 10 caves. This one is the oldest, one of the most decorated caves we have on the property. All different shapes and sizes, and 6 of the caves we found in the past 30 years. So way back when I didn't see a whole side of the hill, and move the rock and try to hold it down, and trying to step into a hole in the ground, we really went after those things. All right, we're going to go through the narrow spot you get touched. Waist high to keep your balance. Watch your head on the drapes. They like to reach out and touch people. Steps are steep and wet, so please use the handrail. There's back side of the pool. It's about a foot of water. Listen to that when it rains. You'll see the rest of the pool shortly. More water than everything. here at the bottom of the cave, where I was keeping it down there. I made the canopy. Remember that big formation we walked through? It's the bottom of it. And there's those little source wells up there with the trees in it. Deep secrets of the cave. Now, whole air. I'm leaning towards the air pocket that opened up. The formation that formed inside, they're called hornets' nests.
That's what it looks like.
There's the cave pool, bottom's clay. If you were to step in there, you would sink. Water level changes with rain. If you get some good rain, it's 3 feet of water on this end. If it goes higher than 3 feet, it's on the cave drain behind us there. That's one of them I mentioned. A person can go back into there 40 feet, and it gets too small. Water is no problem. There's a vast system of water table below us. It's like an underground river lake. This cavern was part of the water table at one time. Now it's below us. I mean, pretty good size, kind of down there ways. A couple reasons why we think that is this cavern can flood. It takes a lot of rain for that to happen. And it will not fill with water like it used to. So when the cave floods, it's up to there on average. It's kind of neat seeing lights underwater. If the lights are working, you're doing cave tours. Lots of water comes from above, but most of it comes out through the drains and goes right back out the drains. We bring out rubber wraps. That would be fun, but no, we bring up honchos, and we can't, if you turn around and go back, somebody recharge that place. Next day, water's gone, they're holding up the walkways because there's clay sediment on it. So we're going to put honchos on everybody when we do radiate tours. Now, I told you, we are 100 feet above Table Rock Lake right now. No. It's true, it's not like right below us. It's a mile or so as the crow flies that way down the valley. We are 100 feet above the lake right now. Wow. I know. You're going underground. We're underground on the hillside.
Okay, that makes sense.
That animal life in the cave, you not have any bats.
A little too wet for them, I guess.
That and the only entrance to the cave has a building on top of it.
Oh, okay.
Actually, first we did to explore the cave, then they put the building up, last week located to some great caves we had on top. We've got salamanders and bugs. One of the salamanders is orange with black spots, called the cave salamander. The other one's black with white spots, called the western slimy salamander. I guess it wasn't that slimy. They commute from the surface down and back. They can live in total darkness, near the surface, even on the surface. Currently under protection of nature. We also have the Ozark blind cave salamander, also known as the grotto salamander. Now, they have a hard time living on the surface. If they have to live in the dark all the time, they have no use for eyes or skin color. Well, they start out with eyes and skin color, but as they get bigger, the skin goes over their eyes and the color of the skin takes it. All those little salamanders, they have choice of centipedes, millipedes, beetles, spiders, and cave crickets. Which really aren't crickets, yes. They're actually grasshopper family. They do not go to nature together. They kind of easy. They're what's called an isopod. It's a small crustaceans swim around the water. They've actually seen the salamanders eat each other.
So there's no fish that can dwell in none of this water, right? There's no fish in none of that.
No fishes. There might have been kingfish a long time ago. The water level changed so much they would move down or fight off. Plus, kingfish kind of like moving water. This water doesn't move.
Oh, okay.
All right, we're going to go through these steps. I have to take a picture. Individual group pictures of the group came with. And then after I do that, nobody comes in on us. We turn the lights off on us.
You're enjoying this too much, Chuck. You're enjoying it.
Oh, baby.
I got to get my mind. I said something about going to the cave. I ain't I'll get my back there eventually. But this one is different. You're going to get an excursion into the jewelry. Okay, Cavern. The sugar ain't, brown sugar ain't melted yet. We got some sticky all over here. We got white chocolate right here. What you Come on, take a picture with us. I know.
Sure.
Come on.
All right.
You want,
Stand up. No, I can't have you up there, sorry. Everybody shift that way, don't fall off. Don't fall off.
step down or no?
No.
Okay.
Alright.
You come on in.
Can you step back a little or what?
Here we go.
Perfect, thank you.
Who's that? Oh, someone will be calm on the side of the
Yeah.
Lanterns and torches. Didn't get to see it almost like this until 1955. Like I said, 1927, small generator, 40 watt bulbs. Early 30s, they got a second generator, a bigger one. Put some 100 watt bulbs on that one. So I had more lights, 2 generators going. 1955, the electric company ran wire to the building. Waldo put in more lights. See almost what we see today. All right, I'm sneaking this way.
Okay, all right.
Speaking of water, man, we gotta let it out. There's opportunities. In the angel here's constantly. It's been 98 years. And a good thing to go by is 1 inch of mineral deposit for every 100 years.
Wow.
But it depends on how much water is flowing, how much CO2 in the water, how much mineral in the water, and cave conditions, the temperature, humidity, wind if we had it, and of course gravity. 98 years, water's been constantly dripping on those steps. There's already at least 2 inches of mineral deposit on the edge of those steps. Wow. 10 you said 100 years, they know the water, didn't it? So we get a duck to try not to get drip. Let it head there, we don't want to do that. Up on our corner, we got a rock ledge sticking out. Forward 410, let it up. feet long, and about 40 feet wide, is one point. There's a lot of formation in this small area. Above here, 10 feet of roof. Where the ceiling, all the ceiling is, 55 feet of roof above it. Constant 63 degrees and about 100% humidity year round in this cave. The humidity about 70.
No, I'm just feeling the
Yeah, I got a question.
It's a little humid.
So, say for instance, earthquake or a tornado or something, would these caves?
Tornado is awesome shit.
Okay.
Earthquake depends on how close it is to the cave. If you got some distance, you wouldn't feel anything.
And it would be-
Not pretty. They're bringing bridges up on Mount Marshall when you get up there, you take a look at it, you look like in Haiti. Yeah, well, it takes about a minute to first step on the ship. Comes up range, comes to lodge, a common line with an angel, like other pictures, it's nice souvenir for $10, that small. They'll have a USB option for 4 gigs of space. There's no further pictures. Next, they have 21 pictures on there. Some of the caves and the outside areas and the historical pictures. Put up the years on there, that's $15 tax small. Or you can go over how company and digital pictures. And thank you for visiting. We'll get a wonderful time.